Cancer, I'm Eleanor and welcome to your second week of February Pick a Card reading. Thank you to all my new subscribers, I'm really grateful. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe if you would like to keep up with the story as it unfolds every week. There's 5 videos a month I come out with to unpack your monthly energies. Which these came out, this is your monthly, this is your weekly, and they came out in the videos linked below, and also down there is how to get a personal reading with me. We're talking about the 6 of Cups, which is repairing things from the past, going back to childhood, recapturing some innocence, things that need to be brought back and healed and brought into the light, and get in touch with some of that childlike and childhood energy. And this week is about the gift of life. We're going to be talking about gratitude. If at any time during the reading something resonates or something feels like it's going to be of service to you or it makes sense, go ahead and hit that like button. I'm using the Law of Attraction Tarot, which the meanings of these are a little bit different than the traditional tarot, and blessing cards. And also I wanted to mention Leo and Scorpio also have 6 of Cups as their monthly energy. So check in with your Leo and Scorpio friends. Your stories may be intertwining a little bit. I mentioned that some of the signs do have the same card, but this one in particular, because it is about people coming together, it's about connections, it's more relevant to have that connection made. So I have stack 1, 2, and 3. They're time stamped below, so you can skip straight to the reading that you feel like is meant for you. All right. So stack 1, you have Justice, the Fool, and Beauty. So this fits in really well with this gift of life, how we're talking about gratitude. And what I want to say about gratefulness is I'm feeling gratefulness with the Fool, as in it can be seen as sort of a nebulous, it's more of a concept, more of an ideal. It doesn't seem like a very solid and very helpful and very useless action that has a lot of power. And I want to tell you that it really honestly does. That they've done studies and that there are articles that talk about the way that gratitude as a practice, if you adopt it as firmly as you do brushing your teeth and any other part of your self-care, that it literally does rewire your brain and really does create a more balanced outlook. And with the 6 of Cups, I feel like you're being called back into your past and to gather and to take an inventory and to pile up all of your sweetest experiences and take a trip down memory lane almost and remember all the things that have brought wealth and richness and happiness into your life. And if you can see them all together, like in one place, and make a practice of that, you'll see just how rich and wealthy and how gorgeous it really is. And I can talk about the way this can change you moving forward. There was a point in my life where I pretty much felt like it was over, and I had experienced everything, all my best experiences were behind me, and there was a bit of sadness and depression and resignation that came with that. And then for some reason it occurred to me how grateful I was. I was like, I'm looking back at all these things, and this is something for maybe the older people listening, but when the older I get, the more I look back at all those things and say, I've had a really good life. And instead of thinking about all those things that aren't here now, how much chaos and how piled up and crazy would it be if everything I experienced in my 20s and my 30s was still swirling all around me here and now. And so while that felt like a final thing, and it felt like something that as I move forward and get old, those things would be behind me, something strange happened within weeks of me having that revelation. And that is that my life started completely over. Everything new, and these new experiences started to happen again. And it was like, this wasn't the end. As soon as I realized, as soon as I was able to have great gratitude for the experiences I had, all of a sudden the universe started offering me more and opening doors for me. And so it is a very real and powerful energy, this gratitude. And that's what I want you to look at this week, Cancer. All right, stack 2. You have the Lovers, the Moon, and Pleasure. So when the Lovers come up, I think a lot of people, I don't get all mushy gushy lovey dovey when I see the Lovers come up, because it's a big energy that means a lot of things about different parts of our life and our path and our choices and alignment within ourselves. It's more 2 of Cups that I get more talking about couples and romance. But since the 6 of Cups is here, that is going to be talking about relationships and people and coming together. So there is a little bit of that here. This is going to be, it is confirmation that you are attracting things and that the law of attraction is working for you and that things are starting to come in, and that at this point they are still probably small things. And that you can, I might link below a video about this, but it's like a penny trick where you make a big deal about every little thing. So you start asking for small things, easy things, obvious things, and then when they show up, celebrate them wholly and make big deals about little things. And when you let those little things really matter and you let those little victories be huge victories, they start to grow and they start to become bigger victories, and they start to be easier to manifest, because you're like, well, it's just like starting off with level 1, level 2, starting off with easy small things. And when you start to see it work, then that feeds your belief that it can work. So don't diminish those small little gifts and those small little victories. Make them huge and celebrate them in a big way. And you can do that right now if you comment below and want to tell me something that you're proud of, and tell me something that you've recently manifested, big or small. All right? So, stack 3, Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Pentacles, Knowledge. So this is going to be talking about your work-life balance, and it feels a little bit like you're being asked to choose. You may be facing a choice of career or choosing a different path professionally, something like that. But I'm feeling this Wheel of Fortune in this deck, especially with its meaning being a little bit of assessment energy. Going back into the 6 of Cups, they're connected, I feel, about looking back and rating how satisfied you are in certain areas of your life and where you'd like to improve and where you've done really well. So it's being kind of taking an honest inventory of where you've gotten and where you are and where you're satisfied and where you're dissatisfied. And so if you're choosing and moving forward, what they're wanting you to pay very close attention here is to your quality of life, work-life balance. And this gift of life factors in here because we are talking about gratitude, and the way the choice that you make is going to affect your ability to tap into that energy. And if you have to use this knowledge is popping up here because you have to use this knowledge of yourself, this assessment, this relationship that you have, and knowing you because you've been your friend for your whole life, what is going to work for you in maintaining that balance. How hard can you work? How busy can you be? How much can you put into your job and still feel like that what you get from it is worth it? Are you still able to be grateful for the money that you earn? Are you still be able to be grateful for the time that allows you with your family? Does it feel like what you're giving up matches what you're getting back from it? Or is it going to be something that's going to take everything from you, and it's going to be hard to be grateful for what little is left because there's resentment over how much you feel like is being taken from you? So you have to have that self-knowledge and know yourself and your reactions and how you feel about certain things to make that decision, and ask yourself, knowing what you know about yourself, which of these options is going to help me feel the most balanced. Okay? All right, Cancer. Talk to you in a week. Thank you.